Hi, Capricorn. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at what is going on for you, Capricorn, in love, what's coming in for you, what is the current energy. So, just take what resonates. As always, this could be if you're single, just what's going on for you, your own process. If you are connecting to another person, this could definitely come up in the reading as well. So just take what resonates with you, like I mentioned. All right, so let's go ahead and see here. So I did write a couple of notes down. I was getting a lot of visions, and I was hearing a lot of things here through spirit, and I always kind of forget them as I shuffle. So I decided to start writing them down on a piece of paper and then kind of connecting them as we go with the reading here. So these cards came through for you. We have the Judge, we have the Mountain, and we have the Offering. And it's funny because the first vision I had was a mountain, and this card came up, the Mountain. And I was getting a lot of, which is connecting really well before I had pulled this card. I was getting a lot of strategy. I wrote down here ice. I was seeing a shark. I also heard Scorpio. Some of you can be dealing with the Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart. I heard name of the game, escape, chess game, pride, suffering silently. So poking. I do feel like this is about this Judge energy. It does feel more like a harsh critic of the self. So I feel like, but somebody, because I saw that chess game, I saw a vision of chess and strategy and name of the game. And so there's something about having to like use a very strategic approach here. And I am getting that it's probably somebody who you are connected to here. I'm not sure yet what this individual is all about, but I do feel, I feel, because we have this card here too, missing you silently, but I am kind of getting a little bit of an unbalanced energy with this, but we'll see as we go along what comes through. But I feel like somebody's being very harsh, or you are also having to judge and discern here what is right for you, what you need to cut out of your life. It's very much about that, like being in that judge character. And ice, I heard too. There's something about frozen ice, and maybe that could just be a very hard exterior. I'm getting somebody who maybe is having a difficult time being vulnerable, but it's like it's actually causing a lot of suffering internally, if that makes sense. So that's what I was getting. Also a specific message. I don't know if some of you are going camping or something, but I saw a vision of roasting marshmallows or s'mores or something. So that could be for some of you, if you are, that could be an indication of maybe who this person is or what's going on here. So we'll connect that as we go. I did see a vision of a shark. So that also kind of gives me that feeling of like a predator, but it's like somebody's very frustrated here. And this card is at the bottom, awakening. So I do feel like there is some form of awakening happening on a spiritual level. So let's go ahead and see what we have come through here. And of course, this could be you too. You could be feeling a little bit, I don't know, you feel maybe a little bit irritated maybe, or there's something that is poking at you. I also feel like somebody could be trying to escape from something or move into a new direction, but there's this like feeling of strategy or captivity here. So let's see. So what do we have for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? So Spirit, what messages please for the Capricorn collective within and around love? What is going on for them? What is coming in for them? What is the energy here for Capricorn in love? And I don't know the meaning of koala bear. I don't know if some of you know what, I'm not sure what they represent, but I did see a vision of a koala bear. All right. Oof. So let's see. So what is the current energy for Capricorn in love? What is the overall theme at the moment here, Spirit, for Capricorn in love? And I forgot to mention this card, the offering. This is about having to make a sacrifice, though, in order to offer something. So this is about extending an offer. And the leap of faith card just came out here, which is kind of what I was getting. But something about it is going to require a sacrifice. We have obstacles at the bottom. We have put away the computer, working less, having more fun will help strengthen your relationship. And we have warning, don't dismiss the red flags. So I do feel like this offering is going to require a leap of faith here. This is the obstacle, the mountain, something standing in the way here. Some of you might be dealing with somebody who is overworking themselves, or you are overworking yourself here, and you need to maybe clear some of that, because again, I feel there's a sort of harsh judge character here, or needing to really confront a lot of things that we need to face. So I'm looking at the bottom, and we have the Five of Wands reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So yeah, this is about like that kind of moving past something, moving past obstacles, escape energy here. And with the Five of Wands reverse and the Queen of Cups reverse, yeah, it feels like having to remove oneself from a struggle here. So some of you, there is going to be a leap of faith here taken. So we'll see what else we have come through, but there's a need to kind of move past the mountain, move past the obstacle here. And that could be the Five of Wands as well. But, you know, with the warning card to come through and the Judge, that's why I feel this situation is requiring very careful discernment and integrity for somebody, or for both people here. Because that's what I'm getting. It's like having to move towards a more tranquil place, or having to move towards a more just place is what I'm getting. But it is going to require, you know, moving past an obstacle here. And that's what seems to be the issue. So let's see what else. So if you are trying to decide whether you should take a leap of faith, and this might require you to leave something behind. This might require you to do something different with that offering card. If you're trying to think about whether to make a sacrifice with something, you are kind of in the position of being the judge here. What do you need to do? And that's what I feel. And so if you are needing to move into a new direction in your life, this is Spirit saying here that you do need to take that leap of faith. It's safe for you to take that move that you're considering. But I feel like some of you could be connecting to somebody else who really maybe has had a hard time, you know, forgetting about this connection here. But I feel like they, again, have to make a sacrifice or a decision here. And whatever is going to happen is going to happen here. So yeah, Seven of Pentacles, awaiting results. So this definitely feels like a time to make those strategies, think about things strategically, think about things logically. But I was getting no more holding back. I had written down here too. There's something about no more time to waste, no more holding back. So if you find yourself kind of stuck right now, Spirit's saying that there's no more time to hold back. You don't need to sit in that frozen energy. It's time to move past that. But this feels like an urgency for some reason. Seven of Swords, seek the truth, flew out here. But this is what it says, unhealed wounds and are blocking forward movement. So that's exactly it too. Some of it could be external blockages, but I do feel like a lot of it is like an internal blockage of overthinking or over analyzing, or being too harsh on the self here. So let's see what else for Capricorn is going on in love. What else, Spirit, is going on for Capricorn right now? And I know Capricorns do kind of work too much as well sometimes. I think that Spirit is saying to kind of try to let a little bit more love into your heart here. We have moving on in reverse, the Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Three of Wands, yeah, so the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Wands reversed, the root chakra reversed. So with the Eight of Cups reverse, moving on reverse, this does feel like a resistance to clearing this obstacle. You know, it's like this man is going back to something, and the mountain here, the obstacle, it's like going in circles is what I'm getting. Like maybe some of you feel like you're going in circles, or you have somebody here that's going in circles. The root chakra is very essential right now to balance. And it is connected to work here too. It's connected to our stability, our sense of security. So maybe there's a lack of security at the moment with the Ace of Pentacles reversed too. But it's also, I'm hearing too about wise investment. Like what is really going to, like, I feel, because there's two different kind of groups here I'm getting. Some of you, or some of whoever this is that you're connected to, is overthinking to the point of too much logic or too much even ego. I was getting a lot of that actually, pride and ego here. And this is preventing growth. You know, the Eight of Cups is when we grow emotionally, we move towards our wish fulfillment. Somebody is sabotaging their wish fulfillment here, is what I'm picking up on. So be careful if this is you to really, there's no more holding back with that Eight of Cups reversed. And so if you are too afraid to maybe make a move outside of your comfort zone because you're afraid you're going to lose stability or security or money even, it's like that fine line between not being reckless but also not being overly harsh or overly analytical here. I also feel like somebody could have a lot of unhealed wounds connected to family, or also something about like the sense of security is an issue here. Because with the strengthening bonds in reverse, there's an empty offer here. Let's see what else we have for Capricorn. Taking the lead. So that's that energy I was picking up on too. No more time to waste. It's like something needs to happen here, but the lead is not being taken. And I feel like it's surrounding our either home or our base. Like, are we afraid to leave what we've always known? Are we afraid to leave this mountain that we've achieved? Because that card can also indicate rising to the top, you know, really having a lot of success, but it kind of traps us in a way. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. There's definitely a need to open up into the new. There's a block here with forward movement. So what else do we have for Capricorn? What's going on right now in love for Capricorn? We have nothing compares, subtle soul pull, and unconditional lure. We have message in a bottle, and we have here the knot is tied, mutual promises made, exclusive contract. So there is a pull to something with the nothing compares. It's like something is pulling, something is luring from the soul level. And that's what I kind of feel with this emotion here. Here's this card again, missing you silently. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is probably somebody, just take it how it fits with you. This is probably somebody that you either have unfinished business with, or you're kind of in a temporary separation with this person. But what I'm getting primarily with this reading is that this is about listening to the soul and not the ego, not the pride, not the logic, like, you know. And that's what I feel the issue is. Somebody's too too rigid with making a move towards their wish fulfillment, I feel. And this is causing a lot of, it's like it's causing irritation though. So it's like spinning the wheels. And if this is just you, Capricorn, you need to listen to where your soul is pulling you towards. Maybe you have a current relationship, or maybe you have something that you are kind of stuck in your comfort zone here, and you need to listen to where does your soul pull you towards, because there's this feeling of not listening to that, but listening rather to the other things that are important, but not as important as your emotional growth and your spiritual growth. So don't try to, you know, hold yourself back here. But I was picking up on that sailboat kind of escape energy. So that's why I feel too, there's a need to kind of, somebody here could want to kind of escape from their environment at the moment and maybe potentially come towards you. And I don't think that's, you know, that's fair, but I'm kind of picking that up here for some of you. Let's see what else for Capricorn is going on in love. We have starting a legacy, creating a higher commitments and creating a life together. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing the rise of the feminine, reaching conclusions and blinded by the light. Yeah, it's like something about this is, I feel like for some of you with this blinded by the light card, it is about somebody, like I mentioned here, like being too stoic or stubborn or prideful or something here, and that's causing a relationship to either not work or to fizzle out. I also feel too like you could be realizing that somebody here, I said this for Scorpio, and I did hear Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio, then this could be for you as well, or you could, or if you have Scorpio in your chart, this is about realizing that perhaps you have outgrown something, especially if you're a feminine. This just means that maybe you have grown a lot, you've changed a lot here, and maybe this individual who's attached to you, or this could be you missing them too, but I do kind of feel like it's maybe this person tugging on you here is holding things back, and it's like there's an unequal energy here that's making it difficult for somebody to detach from their ego or from, you know, what the truth is. And unfortunately, it feels like, yeah, it feels like it's stuck though. That's the thing. It feels like somebody's not willing to change, and maybe you are having to kind of cope with that. You're having to accept that. And it could be very triggering for you too, but there is going to be this realization, you know, there's this sudden kind of pull into maybe a potentially a new direction. I also feel like somebody could be kind of looking at you like you've moved forward, or there's like this feeling of not being able to grasp you, not being able to get to you, but not wanting to change, or being too strategic, or even playing mind games. Just basically not surrendering to the journey, not sacrificing what needs to be sacrificed in order to have a genuine love, a soul love here. Okay, and so you also have to discern that. Do you need to sacrifice something to have something that's more fulfilling for you here? So anything else for Capricorn? What's going on here? We have mirroring. Yeah, so this definitely could be somebody who you have a mirroring connection with. I feel like this sort of yin and yang energy, like where maybe one party is more spiritually evolved and the other one is not as spiritually evolved, and they're too much in their ego. It's detrimental to the connection here. We have forgiveness and settling that flew out here too. Yeah, so it could be for some of you with this higher commitment that let me confirm here with the tarot, because I feel like there is a need for forgiveness in order to heal these unhealed wounds. But yeah, there's a crossroads here. I don't know, it's like this frustration again. Yeah, see here the Four of Pentacles reversed. This Four of Pentacles, and there's that tent. That's funny. I was seeing that vision of roasting marshmallows. But with this Four of Pentacles here, this is about somebody who's too stuck in their rigid ways. And even though it is in reverse though, so I feel like somebody's trying to let go of what they have either always known, or their belief system, or a rigidity here. Okay, and that could be you as well. And you might need to come to terms with forgiving people who maybe were not on that level as you here. And this is the definition for me right now of settling with the Four of Pentacles. So this is, even though we've accomplished a lot, is it really fulfilling us on a soul level, or is it really helping us to evolve? And so I feel like you could have somebody in your environment or in your energy that you are helping them to grow spiritually, but they're helping you to see perhaps, you know, what you do deserve. So what's going on for Capricorn at the moment? What is the energy at the moment here for you in love, Capricorn? Page of Cups. What is the energy for Capricorn in love? The Four of Swords, and I'm seeing this Five of Swords here, the Chariot reversed. Yeah. Anything else for Capricorn currently? The Page of Swords. And then let's look at what's coming in. What's the outcome here for you, Capricorn? What's next for you in love? The Queen of Wands reversed. Oops. The Justice reverse is what flew on the ground. What's the outcome here for Capricorn? What's coming in? The Death card. And the Seven of Wands reversed. And here's this Ace of Pentacles reversed again, and the Fool is beneath that. So I do feel like with the Page of Cups here, it is about vulnerability. The Page of Cups is about opening the heart here, you know, being vulnerable. Four of Swords, it also feels kind of like a healing of the heart, like somebody maybe has had a heart expansion here, but they, again, with that Page of Swords, this is somebody who is thinking but not acting. The Death, let me get a few more confirmations here. This is also the Chariot reverse and the Five of Swords. This is a lack of direction, a lack of, it's not so much a lack of willpower in this case. It's more of like, are we being pulled on one edge, you know, one end for the other? Because see, there's a black and a white horse here, and here we have this Judge, you know, so there's definitely a lot of duality, but a need to balance that yin and yang. And I feel like somebody here is maybe having that, you know, a difficult time doing that. And so because of that, the Five of Swords is that there's this conflict, there's this internal conflict here. So I don't see, I feel like for most of you with the Death card, there is going to be a transformation here, but it feels more kind of like an ending or a closing here. Let's get a little bit more information to confirm here what's coming in for you, Capricorn. Because that Page of Swords is somebody who just, yeah, see, attracting you. So yeah, look, now or never. This is what I was getting. No more time to waste. So this Page of Swords, this is, I don't feel like this is spell work. This is about somebody who is seducing with the mind, or thinking a lot with the mind. Because this person, whoever this is, I feel like maybe they're very logical, or they're very analytical here. And they are just like sitting here and not doing anything though. But there's this urgency to act. And that's why I feel the leap of faith is here. So it's kind of an interesting energy. But some of you, somebody here might be wanting to, it's like somebody wants to change their circumstances, or they want to change, but they have to surrender this Seven of Wands. This individual looks very defensive, like there's too many, see the obstacles here, and sometimes these can be not even real, like we're making them up in our head. So it's like somebody who has a lot of excuses to why things can't work, and maybe some of them are real, but I feel I feel like somebody is just maybe very attached to your energy field at the moment. Okay, and if this is you here, just your own journey, Capricorn, I do feel like you are being asked to, you know, again, kind of like now or never. You can't stay stuck in this energy for too long, because there's the Death card is here, so you will be forced to change. You will have to go through a transformation. You could be maybe you're just thinking about somebody a lot, but it's causing, but I feel like you have grown here. What's coming in for Capricorn? We have, yeah, healthy boundaries, honoring the body, sacred sexuality, and healthy boundaries. So, and we have catch me, games of the heart, push and pull, yeah, and us against the world. This card came through for Scorpio as well, finding solutions together in deep conversations. So I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a complex situation. If for those of you who do have somebody currently in your life and you're, you know, with this person, or you're trying to make things work with this person here, I feel like you both are going to have a conversation. You both are going to have a, like a heart-to-heart here, an open, honest conversation, and not just maybe, and this could point to communication. I do see 2 pages, so it very well may be that you do hear from somebody, and we also have the offering too, but it's going to require a transformation. It's going to require letting go, or somebody having to meet you halfway here. So definitely, if you're a Scorpio, or if you have Scorpio in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Scorpio, you should definitely maybe tune into that reading, because it's quite similar here. But this catch me, push and pull is exactly it. It's like there's 2 opposing kind of things here, or 2 mirroring elements that you share with somebody in your life, and it's a lesson, but it's also causing a lot of confusion. So it's like there's a need for one or the other. And that's exactly, I think, why the Judge is here. Like, either we let this go, or we make this work. And if you're completely out of this person's life and you don't want them anymore, this is just about you and your own process, coming to conclusions, coming into your own judge within yourself, about your own process. Are you ready to leave it all behind? Are you ready to sacrifice something in order for the new? And that could just be your home, or it could be something that you have been familiar with. But definitely with the Death card, there is going to be a transformation here. So what is the outcome for Capricorn? We have here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. What is the outcome for Capricorn? We have go slow. And we have strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. And that could be one of the reasons why the root chakra is in reverse here too. Either somebody here does not want a deeper commitment, or it's not possible, or something like that. And that could be why we have here sacred sexuality, honoring the body. So if you are trying to get to know somebody right now, and take things very slowly, which is again what came through for Scorpio, because I feel like it's going to require more deep conversations and vulnerability than just Page of Swords, but there's this feeling of not being able to either move on from previous situations, or somebody doesn't want to leave their comfort zone in order to be with you here, or you both have not resolved this. You both haven't really had closure here. But I keep seeing this awakening too. It's like there is a spiritual transformation here happening. But I feel like with the 7 of Wands too in reverse, it's about dropping the guards. It's about really letting those perceived barriers and obstacles down in order to at least have an honest, conversation here, if that's what you're looking for. And throat chakra is showing here. But, you also, on your own time, on your own awakening, you have to come to your own terms. Do you still want to think about somebody? Are you ready to let that go, that storyline go? We have the Ace of Swords reverse and the 2 of Pentacles. See, this is not clear. This is a fuzzy line here. I do feel like somebody here, whether it's both of you or just you, has a lack of clarity or truth, and this is causing somebody to have a hard time moving forward. The Emperor in reverse. So yeah, that's kind of that energy I was getting, like that very strategic, maybe a little bit in the ego energy. Somebody here is operating from that. And I did hear poking too. So it could be like poking each other's buttons, you know. Anything else for Capricorn that's coming in? Four of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Swords, the Lovers reversed. Yeah. So I don't feel at the moment like this is bringing a sense of stability, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, and because the Lovers is a, you know, divine connection, a sacred connection here, but it's also having to make a choice in love, having to discern our values in love, you know, and there is something about that here. And with the Nine of Swords, it is causing somebody a lot of fear. There's a lot of restlessness around this energy. And that's what this now or never. It's like it's time to make a decision here. So it's still confusing. It's still not clear. But with that Four of Wands reverse, it does kind of feel like not offering something stable. So any other outcome for Capricorn in love here? We have return. Outcome for Capricorn, and then we'll get some messages from Spirit on this. We have karmic partner. Yeah, we have crossroads. So that's the thing. I feel like there is definitely a crossroads here. So if you're dealing with somebody who has another situation, which could be anything, could be family, it could be work. It's like there's a need to sacrifice one thing. And it feels more like on a practical level or on a home-based level. So that's what the Judge is here for. Like it's time for judgment. Like now or never, it's time to make a decision. But I do feel like with that, nothing compares. That's kind of like my card of being pulled to something at a soul level that you can't quite explain or understand. And so if for those of you who do have a connection with this person here, and you both are kind of inexplicably drawn to each other here, that's why. But the connection is not in alignment with, because of kind of what I mentioned here, and possibly even another connection being involved, or just something that has to be sacrificed. So it's like, is it the head versus heart? And unfortunately, I feel like somebody's choosing to kind of hold on to the ego. So any messages for Capricorn? What do you need to know about this situation? We have Spirit wants to connect with you. Any other messages for Capricorn? We have slow down and reflect. We have you are not thinking clearly at the moment. Yeah, Ace of Swords reversed. Listen to your gut instincts. The truth cannot hide. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to require your gut instincts. It's going to require you to listen very precisely to what you intuitively know here. And it's really ultimately going to be up to you. It's going to be up to your own decision-making process, whether you actually have a conversation with them or this is your own process that you're going through here on a spiritual kind of transformative level. But I do feel like with this, you are not thinking clearly. I feel like this could also be for the other person too, because somebody here is not thinking clearly with Ace of Swords reverse. But what I feel is that it's better to, I mean, it depends on what circumstances are involved, but it is better to go with your heart. It's better to go with your soul, from what I'm seeing here too. But yeah, it's like we keep going in circles here. But with the spirit wants to connect with you, I also feel too like that's about the other person as well. But it's also about listening to your higher self, listening to your intuition, not perhaps your own ego, you know? So any messages for Capricorn? What do you need to know about this situation? Any final messages from Spirit? Healing from the past? Yeah, see, it's up to you. That's what I feel. It's up to somebody here to make a decision. And I think it's more weighted on one party. Anything else for Capricorn? Express your individuality. Yeah, so that's about being very authentic. It says here, allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. And that's what I was picking up. There's a suppression of the true self. There's a suppression of what's really, really in the heart. And also who are you like, or who is this person? Not what defines you materially or externally, or, you know, like that kind of thing. Anything else for Capricorn? We have love life. So yeah, the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. We have listen to your intuition. Yeah. So you have to listen to your intuition. I don't feel like Spirit has a definite answer for you here because it's really about you at the moment. We have helpful people. Yeah, I feel like this is also Spirit assisting you here to help you to make the right choice for yourself. And that's what I feel. But for the most part, I would say to, you know, protect your energy if this is somebody who is returning to you here, because of the fact that there may be a lack of stability here if that's something you're looking for. And we do have boundaries as well. It's kind of a tricky situation here because I feel it's going to depend here on what you want to do with it. Keep on evolving. Lessons in progress. So it's sort of like just moving with this. It's like you're in the middle of this at the moment. I don't feel like there's been a solid decision that's been made. And that's why the offering, I think, is coming through, is because there is going to be an offer, or there already was an offer, and the judge is going to come through and rule what that is. And I think that's probably you for a lot of you, and possibly the other person too. But so I hope that that could help you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.